kitchen, and happy 2021, guys. So today I'm just here to make reflections of what my 2020 was and what I hope for the new year. So 2020 was quite a sad year for a lot of people, with the pandemic hitting the whole world and losing, so many people in families, friends, and just even colleagues. So just looking back, what have I learned from 2020 that I would want to maybe apply in 2021 to make my life better, to just, to make those around me to smile a lot more, and also just for my own well-being. So one of the things that I learned, even as I started my YouTube channel, was it doesn't matter how much of resources you have. As little as you have, you can start. It all just starts with you taking the first step. And I did take the first step and put myself out there, which is something that a lot of people are not able to do. We doubt ourselves so much, and we're always looking at, or what will people say? Do they think my makeup is on fleek, or my episodes are good, or this and that. But just starting, just taking that first step is really important. And last year I saw a lot of my friends start channels, start doing podcasts. I saw a lot of people, come out of their shell and do a lot of stuff for themselves that I wouldn't have thought they'd probably get the courage to do, but they actually did. And that in itself gave me the courage to start this channel and this platform, to be able to talk to people, to be able to share my recipes for both food and cakes as well. So second thing I learned in 2020 is be kind to yourself. It is okay to be kind to yourself. I know a lot of us are always thinking, oh, I should have done that better, I should have been number one, I should have done this or that. But it's not a competition. See, take every single step of your journey as a path to growth. And if you're not there today, you'll be there tomorrow. As long as you keep on working at your goals, you'll get there. So be kind to yourself. It's okay for you to fail sometimes. It's okay for you not to get everything at the first instance. And there's nothing wrong with it. A lot of us think that success is instant. No, it's not instant. I know just now I have about 130 subscribers. We'll grow, and we'll come to that towards the end of this video. I hope to grow my viewership, my followership, and I hope you guys will help me grow in that aspect by subscribing, by telling your friends about my channel, my little channel, which will soon become a big channel, and we can all celebrate our milestones together. So the other thing that I learned in 2020 was, if you want something, you have to plan to achieve it. So I really wanted to get promoted at work for the longest time, and I felt I was ready for it, I had the qualification for it, I had the experience for it, but I just didn't know how to put out myself, to hiring managers, or to just be able to get to get the right job for myself, and also to convince the person who was hiring that I was the best person for the role. So I went on a journey of rediscovering my skills, writing down what I thought I had achieved, and the things that I would use as examples, in an interview scenario, or even when I was applying for jobs, and just sitting down every single day writing what I have achieved, what I wish to achieve, and working towards it, got me that very needed promotion. And I want to encourage someone who's probably been waiting to get a promotion to the next level. You have it, you have the experience, you have the skills that are required for the next level, but all you're waiting for is for that opportunity. While you're waiting for that opportunity, start writing down your examples, start writing down your achievements, so that even when that opportunity comes, you're able to stand in front of a hiring manager and tell them, oh, by the way, I have analytical skills, I am good with math, I am good at investigating things, I am good at creating stuff, I am good at organizing events. So you have all your ducks in a row by the time that opportunity comes. And I really think it's possible for everyone to go to the next level if only you actually plan for the next level. The other thing is keep improving yourself. And what I did is I continued to pursue my my ACCA qualification. I'm almost done, by the way, guys, and that's why I've taken some time off from the channel to be able to get to the next level. So if you have to take time away from some of these things, it's fine. And as long as you're taking time away to improve yourself and then you come back bigger and better, then by all means do it. And that's what I did for myself. So don't feel guilty that you have to maybe be away from social media or from meeting people and having hangouts. If you're improving yourself, if you're going for a training, then that's awesome. You're improving yourself, and that's really beautiful. So go for it. Prepare yourself for the big break, and when it does come, seek out people who will sharpen your skills as well. Don't just think, oh, I want to go to the next level, but you're not speaking to people at the next level. Check out, speak to friends who've also been applying for roles at the next level and who have gotten those roles. Ask them what tricks they had, their little hacks, and they'll share with, if they're your true friends, they'll actually share with you. And have your CV and your applications ready, and speak to people. Let them review your applications for you. People at the next level, people also at the same level. Let them just share with people and see where it is that you're going wrong, if you haven't gotten an interview so far, or if you haven't gotten that job that you want. So keep on sharpening yourself. So bottom line is, don't stop working on yourself. It doesn't matter if today you didn't get the thing that you wanted. Don't give up. Tomorrow you could get it because you keep on working at it. Another lesson from 2020 was getting rid of toxicity around you. I know people keep on saying don't cut off people, and people long ago used to just be able to persevere through relationships and stuff like that. If it's not building you, it's breaking you. And you have to choose, is that friendship viable for you? Is that relationship viable for you? If it's not, then walk away. There's a time for everything. There's a time for love, there's a time for hatred. Even the Bible says it. There's a time that we are born and we die, and it's just a time for everything, guys. And if you have invested in a relationship, if you have invested in a situation and it's not working out for you, be it even a job, you could have been investing in a job and it's not working out for you, by all means, choose you. No, baby, I don't know. Choose yourself. That was my husband. You're asking whether that's it. But so, guys, learn to choose yourselves, because it's really important that people learn that it's okay to protect the energy around you. And a lot of people take it as you're being selfish, or you're or maybe you're being pompous, you've gotten money, or you're moving on because you think people are less of you. No. I'm talking about moving on from toxic environments, moving on from people who are always putting you down, moving on from people who are always jealous, and they're over competing. They just keep on competing with you, even when you don't even know they're in competition with you, but yeah, they're competing with you. Or people who are always happy to be there for you when you're in trouble, but they don't really want to celebrate you when you get success. Move away. You're not Siamese twins. You're not glued to the hip. By all means, move away. Choose you. it's important to learn to choose yourself. The other thing that I learned this year is it's okay to say no to a bad situation and to stand up for yourself. So I know for people like me for people who know me, they know I'm not a very confrontational person, and I try my best. Like, before I tell you, you have annoyed me, you have really, 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 really annoyed me. And it takes, I'm those people who will introgress everything. I will sit down, I will think of as many as I can of scenarios of why did this person do this? Is it me? Did I do something to annoy them? Could it be that they were in a bad mood from something else? Could they have been going through a certain situation? And I would very easily beat myself up thinking that, oh, by the way, I could, like, what was my part in this? But then I realized that sometimes you don't actually have to have done something wrong to someone for them to be horrible to you. And it's okay for you to stand up and say, no, actually, wait a minute, that behavior is unacceptable. You can't say that to me. You can't do that. Go and do it elsewhere, not here, not in my space. I'm not allowing anyone to dump stuff that is negative in my space. And it's alright. So learn to stand up for yourselves. Because if you don't learn to stand up for yourself, people love you, people esteem you in the way that you allow them to esteem you and to love you. If you say, if you love yourself in a certain way, people will know not to treat you in a certain way. If you have set standards of how people should treat you, then by all means, they will treat you in that specific manner. So if you're the kind of person who, say for instance, I'll give a simple example. You're meant to be meeting up with someone on a date. Doesn't matter if it's boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, relative, and they say, oh, I'm going to be there at 2 o'clock. And you being the reasonable person, by, like, say maybe 5 minutes to 2 or even 2 o'clock, sharp, you're there. And you call this person like, oh, by the way, we were meeting today at 2 o'clock. Where are you? And like, oh, I'm almost there. Yeah, right, I'm almost there. If after 15 minutes this person hasn't shown up and they haven't really called to explain themselves, like maybe they're getting late or something like that, they don't value your time, and they don't deserve your time. So what do you do in such a situation? Walk away. Tell them, oh, by the way, let's just cancel this meeting. When you're ready to actually meet me, you call me and we can plan the meeting at my convenience. Now, what has that done for you? That has told the person that you're meant to be meeting that you will not tolerate this kind of treatment. I know I'm African and we are African timers, but have you ever thought that the value of life is actually time? Because when you lose time, you never get it back. However old you are is equal to, your life is equal to the time that you've lived on earth. And what you spend your time on is equal to what you actually value. So are you going to just be sitting around waiting for people all the time to make up their minds to be in your life, to make up their minds to be, to meet up with you and to spend quality time with you? Think. The way you allow people to spend time with you is the same way they will treat you. So if someone knows they can't play with your time, then they will make sure to be there in good time. If someone knows that, Purity will wait, she can wait even for 2 hours, oh, by the way, they will take their sweet time because they know Purity will wait. So we need to learn to just say no to bad things and bad behaviors. Let me put it that way. We need to learn to say no to bad behavior. And bad behavior includes keeping people waiting, telling someone you'll do something and then you break their promises. Show people how you want to be treated. The way you treat yourself. If if you don't choose the best for yourself, then other people will always choose the second best for you, or even the last thing for you. So love comes from here, and how you love yourself is how other people will love you. Last but not least, on my lessons in 2020 is, oh my gosh, and this one was a really hard lesson this past year, is know your friends. Know who your support system is for sure. And the reason I'm saying this is because I had a family member, actually two family members, who went through a really bad situation this year. We lost a couple of people in the family, and just how some people reacted was an eye-opener, you know. And while people are very happy to have a drink with you and party and do all sorts of stuff with you, it's how they behave when you're at your lowest moment that can actually tell you who they truly are. And I'm glad in both situations people really came through for, you know, for my friend and also for my family member. And it was so awesome, you know. Like, I was writing notes, I was like, wow, because people came. I remember in one of the situations, people came round in 3 days and raised about 80,000 Kenya shillings for a friend, you know, in the midst of COVID. And you know how things were hard, things were really thick for so many people. People had lost jobs, but I'm telling you, those friends rallied behind my relative, and they made sure that they lacked nothing in that situation. And I just want to ask, what kind of friends do you have? Do you have friends who will be able to pick you up? Do you have friends who will be able to stand by you when you most need it? And they didn't just contribute, you know, towards whatever bills that you had to pay only. These same friends, after she was able to get out of that situation, they were able to give her orders for cakes, because she's a baker. They've given her orders for cakes, and she's also a chef. So whenever they have functions at their homes and stuff like that, they've been giving her business. So to what extent do your friends, you know, go out to make sure that you're okay? Are they the kind of people that pick you up when you're down and make sure that, you know, you don't sit there, you don't get depressed? Because in 2020 it was very easy for someone to have gotten depressed. But look at how this group of friends, I was actually saying she has friends goals. And I have, honestly, I have lovely friends around me that have supported me, you know, in different situations, and that I have supported in different situations. But I really admired how this group of people came together, even beyond her being able to get out of that situation. They were able to still work with her, boost her business, help her come back up. And it just left, you know, it left me wondering how many people out there are at the verge of depression or killing themselves because they have no one to really turn to. But this girl had so many people to turn to. And these people didn't even tell her, they just rallied behind the scenes. You know, while she was there thinking she'd hit rock bottom, her world was coming, you know, had crumbled down, all of these people gathered together and helped her out. Are you the kind of person that attracts this? Are you the kind of person that when people think, oh, so-and-so is in trouble, we need to, you know, they rally up and they help you out? So, what kind of friendships are you carrying towards the new year? And what kind of self-care are you going to be doing in the new year? Are you going to be the kind of person that looks after themselves, or you always place yourself last? I know everyone in the world is preaching of how you should be selfless and all. You can't pour from an empty cup. Fill your cup. Fill your cup first, because once your cup is full, then from it will flow the things that you can give to other people. Otherwise, you will have given to other people and you will be empty and bitter and sad. So fill up that cup before you can give out to people. So what are my New Year's resolution? My first resolution is, 1, to keep being kind to myself. 2, to keep my awesome friends. 3, to grow the channel. Yes, that one was obvious. To grow the channel, to bring out more content to you guys. I'm actually starting a series in a week's time on how to identify toxic relationships, and how to know you're dealing with a narcissist, and finally how to get out of toxic or narcissistic relationships. So, and I'm doing this because I feel a lot of we as human beings, we're the sum total of our friends and our relationships. So if you're in bad relationships, it eats into who you are, into the things that you want to grow in, and the places that you want to go to. So if you're in a toxic situation, obviously you're sad, you're always annoyed, you're always wondering, why am I not moving? Do you hang out with drunkards? Probably the reason why. You never have money because you're always drinking. Do you hang out with people who never think of development? Have you asked yourself why you still live in that one-roomed house when you actually have a good salary? Because you don't want to move out so that people don't say, oh, he got money and now he feels he's better than us, so he's moved out. Sum total of the people you hang out with. So this year, I will be talking about, being unchained from such situations. I will also be bringing you more recipes. I'd really love for you to comment down below what kind of recipes you'd like to learn. I live in the UK, so if you want to learn some of the dishes from here, please do let me know. And also, if you want to learn how to make Kenyan dishes, I know there's so many people out there who are doing Kenyan dishes, and they've shown people how to make different Kenyan dishes, but I'd really love to show you some of the things that I have learned while I've been here. I've also lived in Nigeria, and I'm conversant with some of their dishes, so if you'd like to learn something in that range, do tell me. If you also want to learn a bit more on baking, I'm happy to do that. So please do tell me what your interests are down below. Comment. Please tell friends to come and subscribe. Let's grow this channel together. Let's learn together. I'll also be challenging myself to complete my ACCA this year. So that's another New Year resolution. Well, not resolution, but goal, so to speak. And I hope to really meet it before the end of the year. So guys, if I disappear a little bit because I have exams and stuff, please keep on supporting our little channel. It's not even my channel, it's our little channel, and let's grow it. Let's keep on encouraging each other. I also wanted to venture into something, and I hope this can be a topic that can help a lot of people. I've traveled a little bit. I can't say I'm well traveled, to be honest, but I've lived in Lagos, and I've lived in the UK, and I've also lived in Kenya. So I have a different perspective on living in different places and the journey to me getting to the UK. So if any of you are interested, I would love to do a series on what to expect when you're living abroad, because there's a culture shock, there's a cultural difference as well. you'll meet lovely people, but you'll also meet challenging people. And I'm not going to say horrible people, but challenging people, because it's what you make it. You can take it as a negative thing, or you can take it as a learning point. So if you're interested in learning anything about moving to Ogaland, and also moving to Oiboland for or Mzunguland for those who are in Kenya, my friends from Lagos will understand when I talk about Oibo, so, or Obodo Ibo. Yes, please tell me down below, and I will be bringing those topics to you. So my last resolution, well, last but not least, is to keep on loving myself and the people around me, and to shed a light in people's life. I know it sounds like a vague one, or it's very out there. Like, I'm not Christ, but yeah, we are the light and the salt of the earth. And I really, really, really hope that by smiling, by being kind, I can reach out to someone out there. I can be that person that you are waiting to hear from. I can be the difference between someone staying in a broken situation and them finding healing and moving on and doing better for themselves. And the reason I'm saying this is because I recently got in touch with an old friend, and unknown to me, we sat, I think in 2015, not 2015, 2014, we just sat down on New Year's, and we were talking, just banter. And I said, some people have, two personalities, and there's a personality they show the world, and then they can be really horrible in private. And I didn't even know that he was going through a really bad situation at that point. And I had helped him see that it's okay. Like, he's not going crazy. He's not imagining things, that it's actually real, that this could actually be happening to him, and he kind of needs to get help, and he can get out. And just recently he told me, you actually really saved me. So I want to be that light. I want to be the difference between someone choosing to live instead of dying. I want to be the difference between someone choosing to take the next step for their career, to take the next step for their business because they heard me talk. I want to be the person that can help you unlock your baking business or your cooking business. Because I have loads and loads and loads of ideas that I would really, really love to share with all of you. And I hope that we can all grow together, because I really hope to, I'm trying to, I'm working towards raising capital to be able to set up one day a business of my own. I know people love food, I know people love cakes, I know people will always gather where there is food. And I believe one day I will have my own lovely restaurant or cafe where people can come and taste all the cooking that I do. Because otherwise, my husband will be a Teletubby, because he has to taste all the he's the taster for all the food. But if I have an outlet, then I can spread more joy to more people. So if you're working towards something, I want this channel to be the place where you can come and say, you know what, I got inspired by what Purity said. I got inspired to take the next step in my relationship. I got inspired to go for my master's or go for a professional course that I was so scared of doing, because Purity has given me the hacks. And I'm happy to also share about about school, about managing school and work at the same time, and living here, where we don't usually, unlike home, we don't have the privilege of house managers, you know, people who help you around the house. We don't have nannies, we don't have house helps or drivers and stuff like that. We do everything virtually. It's between my husband and I. We share duties in the house and we sort ourselves out. So while still doing all of that and going to work full time, I'm still able to study. So imagine you who has someone who can help you at home, a house manager. What's stopping you from going back to school? So I hope you come along to this beautiful, beautiful space of ours. Let's do more cooking, let's do more baking, let's do more talking and sharing. And I hope to bring you people as well who will be able to talk on different topics. My friend will be visiting soon, and I'm hoping to do a chain of conversations with her as well. I also want us to talk about, you know, protecting our children, protecting women, and protecting even those who are vulnerable in society. Because it's more than just women and children. It's also people with disability and even vulnerable men, because even men can be vulnerable. I want us to be the game changer in how we treat each other in homes, how we treat each other in society, and see how we move on, guys. So happy new year, happy 2021. I hope it's a COVID-free one. I hope the cases go down and the vaccine works out so that all of us can now come out and meet each other. And I'm hoping to be able to meet some of my fans soon. If COVID is tamed, I'll probably be able to travel and see some of you guys. So please keep on telling people about this little channel of ours, and let's keep on thriving, because 2021 is our year. 2021 is for us to be able to shine, is for us to be able to thrive. So guys, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and tell a friend that Mariki's Kitchen is here.